You gotta have it.
Let's go, man.
What's up, baby?
What's up, what?
How you, man?
How you doing, man? Listen, welcome back to BonezReality Podcast, man. Therapy for the streets. Today's guest, Rashawn, Wood, the mentor. That's what I'm known him as.
Okay.
Wood, the mentor.
Okay.
And then
Right.
Mr. Alexander. That's the attribute. And we don't run from it. I'm Andre Underwood, so I introduce myself as Bones as well.
Okay.
I don't run from who I am.
Right.
See, people be running from names and all that, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's, whatever you run from, you can't. It's going to catch up to you.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that, man. Just like that. Sentence as a teenager. See, I'm going to just start. Sentence as a teenager. He returned home and dedicated his life. He dedicated his life to mentoring. And I mean mentoring the youth. He started with the youth. And I'm going to say why he started with the youth. And I may speak for you. And you can correct me.
Right.
But he started from the youth because he was a youth as well. And that's when he became in that area, that zone of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And started condoning it in their life. Started adding things that you've seen into your life to get into the streets.
Right.
Is that what it was?
Exactly.
And that's just an introduction. That wasn't even a question.
Right.
That wasn't even a question. And now you're speaking to the communities. And today's conversation, it focuses on healing and accountability, mental health, purpose, not the details of the criminal case.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I'm going to start with mine.
Okay.
How do you feel mentally today?
I'm okay. I'm okay today. By 2:00 it could be something different. You know what I'm saying? But at this moment, as right now, around 10:00, I'm okay. I'm okay right now. I'm definitely okay.
That's good. I like that because that's my question.
Mm-hmm.
And I always love your conversation. I always love when you motivate.
Mm-hmm.
Because your conversation is motivation.
Right.
So that was good. And I enjoyed it. And I hope everyone else enjoyed just your transparency and honesty of how you feel mentally today.
Yeah.
And I see you got something on, so I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to speak on it, man, because that's what it is. Matter of fact, give me the drop, man. Give me the drop of what's famously known, man. Because what's the constant reminder?
It's count time. Lights on.
And that come from, where it come from?
That come from the penitentiary. They wake you up every day, 6:00 in the morning, and they make you stand up at your door with your light on. And if you don't, it depends what jail you in. You can go straight to the hole, or you can get a misconduct. And get a recommended warning. But that second time, you will be going to the hole for 30 days. But it's 4 different counts. But that 6:00 count is that main count for real.
Who was Rashawn before prison?
I was lost. I was a kid that was searching for something. No father figure, no male role model. Wanted to feel love, and I turned to the streets to get that love. Mom was, into her addiction at the time. She did the best that she could with what she had. And she went to work, but I was just a lost kid that was just trying to find somebody to love me from a male standpoint because I didn't have that and I didn't see that in the house.
Similarities.
Yeah.
Similarities. What did your childhood teach you about survival?
I got a lot of my survival instincts from my mother. She couldn't teach me how to be a man, but she did teach me how to survive. And I had to survive, man, because I was homeless too as a kid. So I just had to learn a survival instincts from the rip, sleeping in abandoned houses and things like that, and not having no hot water, using it for the kerosene, things like that. So yes, my childhood just taught me I had to find a way to survive and that right there prepared me for the 20 years that I was going to spend in jail.
How you say that?
What I went through as a kid prepared me for the 20 years that I was going to spend in jail. Because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have knew how to survive in that concrete jungle called jail.
And a lot of men and women have experienced that in life.
Right.
Especially minority.
Yes.
Especially. Because some chose that life and some are tricked into their life.
Right.
And some are actually peer pressured into it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Who believed in you when you were younger?
My mom. My mom, she believed in me. She didn't never know what I was going to be. I didn't know what I was going to be. I mean, I liked the basketball, and I thought that I could be that, but that's the small chance of, you know what I'm saying? When you're growing up, you want to be like Michael Jordan, but, you know, the likelihoods of that is a small percentage. But you know you could be like that guy around the corner, though, that's hustling.
Okay.
You could reach him.
Easily accessible,
You think
right?
he's easy accessible.
And could I ask you this? Because I said it a while, but can I ask you? When you seen them with that lifestyle, and you seen Michael Jordan, who did you attract to like the most? Who did you want to reach the most?
The one around the corner. Because I seen the love and the respect that he got. I seen him with the flashy cars, the jewelry, the women, all the money in his pockets. I seen the way the whole hood flocked to him. Like he was God.
Yeah, and I said that in my episode.
Yeah, like he was God.
Because some people say it was forced into. I said no, I wanted it.
I wanted it.
I seen it and I wanted it.
I seen that power that he had. I thought he was God.
I didn't think he was God, but and that's your voice, that's your opinion, and I can't change that.
Right.
But we both thought they were somebody.
I thought they
bigger than who we was and who they was.
Because I'll say that when I say God, I was 10 years old, so I don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. This is like what? Like he's like
it's amazing.
He's like what? Okay.
And in that era, those type of figures, they looked out for the youth.
Yes.
They didn't encourage us to sell drugs. They would get off the corner and they gave us money or took us to the store. And some bought sneakers and clothes.
Yes.
Back to school. Many of them in that era bought clothes, sneakers for the kids, back to school, book bag. And they didn't need cameras for that. They did it because they was a part of the community. I still seen that.
Yeah, no, for real. This. I mean, now you had your selective few, but this one that I'm particularly talking about, he was still for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
And I can see that because some of them morals still stick with you to this current day.
Yeah, even though he was doing wrong, but he was still for the kids. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm forever grateful for that part right there.
What were you searching for at 16? Excuse me.
I was searching for respect. I wanted to be respected. I wanted to be feared. Because I was getting bullied growing up. So when I first got my hand on that gun at 13, I said nobody else will ever bully me again. And I said to myself that I can play God now. Because I could determine if you can live or die. Because nobody ever going to pick on me again. Nobody ever going to call me dirty again. Nobody going to make fun of my mom no more. Nobody going to make fun of me again. I'm going to make sure that. And so at 16, when I hit 16, I was already too far gone. I was gone.
Just listening, I felt everything you said. When did your mindset begin to change? Like, we're going to get on accountability and we're going to get on growth. When did your mindset begin to change?
I'm going to say it really, really changed like around when I got 30. I was already down for 14 years. And it only changed because an older guy named Chucky Giles asked me, took me in his cell and said, "Youngin, You got 6 years left. It's gonna go fast. What you want your end goal to be? I said, I don't know. He said, you better make your mind up. Because if you don't, you're gonna go out there and get killed. And it took me about a whole week to ponder on what I wanted to be. And I came back to him and said, I found out. He said, what? I said, everything that you poured in me over the years, I want to go out here and pour into these kids.
That's powerful.
And he said, I like that. That's when my mind completely changed.
You was all very motivator and inspired. You just didn't see it.
I just didn't see it yet at the time.
And that's what people don't see all the time. Like, we don't see the blemishes in us because others look and they see it.
Right.
They see the good in us with those blemishes. They see where they can help and then pour in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all they've done.
Mm-hmm.
That's all these men and women have done in your life.
Exactly.
And you took what you wanted to take from it because you were in that mindset. You were in a stage of change and growth. And you were seeking something different than where you came from and what got you where you currently was at.
Exactly.
I'm proud of you. And I
appreciate that, man.
I really do. What does accountability mean today?
Today, accountability to me is that I'm accepting responsibility for everything that I ever done in life. I finally, over the last couple of years, well, before I came home, accepted the responsibility that I was the cause of me being incarcerated. I used to blame people for my actions. I used to make excuses and say, well, I grew up like this, and this is why I was like this, and I did this because of this, because I was hanging. But it's at the end of the day, I was the reason that everything that was happening to me, it was because of me. And I came to grips to say, Wood, everything that what happened to you was because of what you wanted to do. And you have to be able to accept accountability. And I had to accept that going into that parole hearing. Because if you don't, and you got to be sincere and believable, because they could tell if you BSing them. Mm-hmm. And if you don't, you ain't going home. You got to accept that. And one of the things that she asked me, and then it always stuck with me, was, she said, how do you feel about your sentence? And I looked at that lady and I said, that's a tricky question. And she said, well, why is that a tricky question? I said, because no matter how much time I did in jail will ever equal up to the life that I took. Mm. And that's when I knew that I had to accept that responsibility. And I did.
But you know what you showed? You shown growth. You shown accountability. Mm-hmm. You shown acceptance. And you shown empathy. Most people know sympathy. The rest don't know empathy.
Right.
But you also showcase emotional intelligence with that growth. Mm-hmm. And that's where sad is a lot of us men gain emotional intelligence during incarceration.
They do.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Stay being a kid. Don't grow up too fast. Enjoy being a kid.
All right. We're getting to, I shake up when I get like here. I'm like, no. Well, how do you protect your mental health while you was incarcerated?
Reading. Praying. Surrounding myself with like-minded people. Speaking, mentoring while I actually was in there. A lot of youngins started to come through, and that was helping me too.
Preparing you. And the same thing with Chucky did, right?
Same thing with Chucky did. And when them young boys was coming through, they said, well, we ain't going to be able to reach them. You right in the age bracket. You got them now.
And you want to know? I had that same role.
You see what I'm saying?
In both institutions I was at.
Right. You became the old head.
And didn't even realize it.
Didn't realize it.
And never wanted to feel old in that moment.
No, you didn't.
I just wanted to, not even respect. I just wanted to feel, let them know what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
That I was you. But it's time to straighten up. Mm-hmm. Even in the early stages of the incarceration. Because when we came through, we would still stay young and wild for a while. Until we got close to parole and you start looking up like, damn, 12, this. When you know your number is 20 and you at 15, you like, ooh, halfway mark.
Yes.
Like for me, I'm at 10. I'm like,
you did. You feel like you sure.
And at 10, I was already on the road of change.
Yeah.
I wasn't fully there, but I'm like, dang. And then it was like, I got to. Especially once they start placing you in honors blocks, and then they start putting you in a trusted position. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I can't fuck this up. And you already telling me if I stop doing some bad shit, you will put me here.
Right.
I'm like, what? Then they telling you that they believe in you, they smart. I'm like, man, excuse me. I don't want to be disrespectful, but man, yeah, whatever. I'm doing me. I'm getting money.
Yeah.
Whether I want to lay low and do it, whether I want to be singing and do it. That's what I was focused on.
You're not trying to hear that, but in the blink of an eye, like you just said, you go from being a convict from the early stages of your years, and then you go like up to that honor block, being like a trustee. That you making that transition out the door.
And let's get the word trustee correct.
Right. That's trustee is not a bootlicker. Yeah, I don't want.
Let's get that correct.
Yeah, trustee is not that bootlick. Trustee is what I'm saying. It is a person that's going to the honor block and being able to get a little bit more freedom than the other regular blocks is.
And freedom in that environment.
Yeah.
Because it was just a transition of preparing you for home.
Yes.
For transitioning for home. That's all it was. So that's what it was. Mm-hmm. What conversations about men's mental health are missing?
Every day, right? The conversations about us that's missing is that one that I try to do with some of my closest friends. We need to check on each other, even if it's a wellness check. Bones, what's up with you? How your mental? I'm good, bro, right now. All right, man, I appreciate that. That's worth more than somebody giving me some money. Just want to know what you're going through. Even if it's through a text, I just want to know how you feeling. And them conversations that it has to be had, bro. Because don't nobody check on our mental health. Because society done paint this picture that men is supposed to be strong. Men not supposed to cry. Men not supposed to feel. And it's been since we was kids. It's been since the beginning of time. If you fall down as a kid and hurt yourself and your little sister fall down the kid, hurt herself at the same time, who do they go run to first? They runs to the little girl. And they gonna tell you, your mother gonna tell you, boy, get up. What you crying for? Toughen up. That's what they do. So that been embedded in us, bro. That been embedded in us to the point that now it's not okay to cry. But I'm telling you that it is. Because I done cried more times on the street than I ever did in jail. So it's okay to feel vulnerable. It's okay to cry. It's okay to tell another man, yo, man, I love you. It's okay for these things. But as men, we don't get to hear that. And that's why you see a lot of men committing suicide and things like that. And hurting themselves because it's like, don't nobody care about me. This world will be a better place without me. Nobody care if I die. Ain't nobody just checking on me when I was alive, so I might as well not be here. These is all thoughts that goes through men's head. Because don't nobody check on us, bro. I don't care what don't nobody check on us. If your woman have a miscarriage and lose the baby, guess what they do? They just check on her. But the woman ain't the only one that's hurting, man. I created that. The woman ain't the only one that's hurting. Why the man gets skipped over? Because they feel like that we just supposed to suck everything up and take it, and that's not cool.
And this is why I created this platform. Yeah. It's not just a men's platform, but I gear it to the men the most because I know we needed somebody. I needed somebody. For sure I know.
Right.
Your drink stop. But
that's cool.
We gotta be there for each other. And that's why I asked that question, how you feel mentally today. Because I check on my brothers. Because how you doing is just vast. Hey, I'm good, bro. And they may not even answer how you doing. They may just send you an emoji. Peace. Thumbs up 100. But really, if you ask them how they doing mentally, they're going to open up and tell you. And they're going to call you. Whether they text you, they're going to call after that text. Whether it's break time for they, whatever time in life they need to hear your voice and say, thanks, bro. Because I get it all the time when I ask that question.
And that's why I like that you created this, because like I was telling you earlier, is that it ain't no platform out there that's like this. Because other platforms, they talk, like I said, there's no knock against them, but I don't want to say they talk about stuff that don't matter, but they don't really talk about nothing that's going to carry you in the everyday life. You know what I mean? Like they talk about current events or whatever the case may be, but this right here, mentally, this happens in everyday life. And a person could be like, oh my God, I can't believe that he did that. He seemed so happy. Yeah, that's what you seen. That's what you seen. But that man been trying to kill himself 3 times before he finally did it. That's what you seen. He was never happy. And from whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? But don't nobody, and everybody just got to do that, man. It don't make you no less of a man because you feel that way.
Like that just made me pause because my brain, I'm still like replaying everything you said, and I know it's recorded and I can hit rewind.
Right.
But that was so powerful. I really appreciate that,
man. We deal with that, bro.
I really do. I really appreciate it. Like you dedicated your life to mentoring. Like what impacted you to do like your hope and your nonprofit? What's the impact? Like what's going on with that?
So I'm starting a thing where it's a program called a BAS. And a BAS really means that a brother about something serious. That's the group.
Is it an acronym or?
ABASS is just like a brother about something serious. Meaning that I ain't coming to play. So whenever they ask me what's the difference between you being a mentor or motivational speaker or whatever for these kids, because there's a lot of them out here in the city and in the world, what is the difference? I said the difference between me and them is I'm willing to die about this. This is not nothing that I'm doing for no cameras. When these cameras get off, I'm still the same person, so I'm willing to die about what I believe in. That's the difference between, I don't know if they willing to do that. I'm willing to die about these kids, man.
And I hope they hear that. And I hope they hear that.
I'm willing to die about what I believe in,
and it's
man.
not,
I stand on that.
And it's not just really death that we talking.
Right.
It's just that's how you feel. If I got to die by heart attack because I won't stop.
Right.
I'm going to keep going.
I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep trying to make you understand this.
I really understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
What are our youth asking for the adults? That the adults ain't here. What they asking for?
They asking for them to listen. See, we go into the mindset of thinking that we know it all because we've been here longer. But you gotta listen to these kids, man. You gotta listen to what they say or what they do. Don't just go and don't talk at them. You gotta talk to them. You sit them youngins down and you say, listen, man, what's wrong? Talk to me. I'm all ears. You got the floor. And I won't speak until you finish.
Is this from a mentor point or a parent or a sibling or a family member point?
I think it's from everywhere because the parents, they don't got time for these kids. And it starts in the house. Before they even get to the streets. By the time they get to the streets, they too far gone. It starts in the house. The little girl may want to sit down and talk to her mom. Baby, I'll be right back, baby. I got something to do right now. I'm going out with Keisha and them, but listen, as soon as I come back, I got you. But when you come back, she's asleep and you getting ready for work. So I don't see you again until the next day. But guess what? The daughter don't want to talk now. She don't want to talk no more. It starts in the house, and it gotta be starts in this house, man. And kids, man, I'm telling you now, it's a lot of bad kids out there, and I understand that. But they need to be heard, man. They need to be heard, and they crying, and they suffering in silence, and they looking for help. And it take people like us to really sit there and have a conversation and talk to them. And you may not get through all of them. But if you could save one, man, you did your job.
And that's all I'll be looking to do.
You did your job.
As when I'm speaking, especially
and
when
you just saved one.
When I'm speaking to youth, I feel the same way. But if I'm speaking to an elder, I feel the same way because when I do it out in the streets in public, and I actually give these people my number. I don't even care no more. I hear. Because if you having a bad day and if something I said or done motivated you and encouraged you for your day to be on a different pattern,
right,
then I commend you and I thank you and myself. But I'm human as well, too.
Yes.
I just want people to realize that, too. So I struggle. I go through things as well.
Right.
But I'm still working. But my work is not done because I'm still doing it for me, you, and everybody else. Right. But my pain is my purpose.
Yes.
My daughter is my purpose.
Yes.
Always going to be my driving force. What can families and communities do different?
I think we need to be able to collab more. I think we need to be able to collab more. I think we need to stop thinking this is a competition.
Say that word again.
I think we need to stop thinking this is a competition. It's not a competition. We worrying about who got the most likes, the most followers, the most views. We worrying about if this money given out right here to this organ. We competing. And my thing is this, when kids became the new hustle. When that kids become the new hustle. So we need to just collab more and say, damn, Bones, I got 10 kids. Can we sit somewhere up and have a podcast with them and let us talk to them?
I'm going to tell you right now, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
It's not, Bones, I got 10 kids, but if you give me 2,000, I can make it happen. No, that's using kids as a new hustle. We need to be able to collab more. What's going on? Okay. And that's the reason why I love Motivate 215. Because of how he try to bring that together right there. How he try to bring
and shout out to him because
shout out to my boy Motivate 215.
Motivate 215 is always supportive.
Yes.
Encouraging, uplifting, and he's for the people.
Yes.
But you know who he's for first and foremost? He's for the youth.
He's for the youth, man.
He don't change his drive, his speech. Anything he start with is for the youth.
Him and my little brother Philly Motivation, they got a hearts of gold, man. They got hearts of gold. But
shout out to them brothers, man, because I respect when men can pour back.
Yes.
Because I'm sure the men had trouble, just as I know, motivated youth.
Right.
So I know they come from the backgrounds we all come from.
Yes.
And we was the ones that established that in the streets were violence. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying established violence as glorification, but that's what they called us. We was violent, okay? Right. We was just trying to find fun, as we called it. Right. We was trying to find excitement, trying to find something to do, trying to find ways to make money because at that current time, we didn't know that we can get a job, save, and do these things. Or we wanted more money because of a lifestyle we seen that wasn't ours.
Yeah, it was a fancy. Nobody told us about credit. Nobody taught us about none of this stuff. Nobody taught us about you can have money in the bank or whatever. Your money could work for you. Nobody taught us that.
Listen, I'm gonna say I do it because I get it from like my old heads and my grandfather. But how many men carried this back then and still carry it now?
You see what I'm saying? Nobody taught us none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gave us that game. They just told us, listen.
We don't even know how to tie a tie. Like
I still don't.
I didn't learn how to tie a tie until I went to Summit Academy.
You see what I'm saying?
So
it's like nobody taught us these things. And then the one thing that get missing, nobody even taught us how to love. That's what get missing. And this is the reason why, especially men that come home from the penitentiary after doing a bunch of time, don't have the relationship success rate, it don't be that high. Because we was never taught how to love. I mean, so we don't really understand that. But yeah, we was winging it, man, as a kid. That's what we was doing. We was winging it, man.
Listen, peace, success, fear, forgiveness, hope, legacy. One word for each. And I'm going to start over.
Yeah.
Peace. And I'm going to give more than one word. You can give me a line, you can give me a paragraph, a sentence.
Peace, for me, is helping the youth. Saving lives. That's my peace for me.
Success.
When I get them calls from women saying that, I stop them from doing something and I save their life. And they on a different path now.
Fear.
Losing.
Forgiveness.
It's crazy you just asked that question. Because I just forgave somebody that done me wrong all these years. I just did that like 2 days ago. I finally took that larceny out of my heart. And yeah.
Can I ask you one question? Do you have relief?
Yeah.
A little ease?
Yeah. Because I was holding something in that that it wasn't even that. And after we had a conversation, it wasn't even that.
And that's all it took was a conversation.
My stubbornness and my ego was getting in the way of that. And they like, I was just waiting for you.
And you're still human and still going through recovery, redemption.
Yes, redemption. That's exactly what it is.
Hope.
Hope. It looked like I was hoping that I made it out. I was hoping that I made it out because, Bones, to be honest with you, I didn't know how I was going through this,
man. That's honest.
And I told myself when I got here, bro, what ain't going on?
It's cool, bro. It's hard. It's okay. Real men shed tears.
I told myself that because I've been through a lot, man. And I didn't know how I was gonna do it. But I did it.
And know that this, man.
Yeah,
there's people proud that you're doing it. Know that you're making people proud, you changing lives, you motivating people. Know that you that leader. You got that respect that you always wanted. That leadership, that respect that you always wanted. But now, the way you have it, the positive way, the glimpse, the glow that's on you, it's untouchable. Like, it's like you walk, you don't have a shadow because it's just natural glow.
And it felt good, homie. It do.
And I'm going to shake your hand because it's okay. I feel you.
And the crazy thing is, like I said earlier, man, I shed more tears out here. I never cried one time in 20 years in jail.
Again, share pain.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't cried. When I was incarcerated, 2012, my daughter passed away.
Right.
I didn't cry. I haven't cried since the 90s.
Right.
I didn't cry until 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always say, I'm going to tell a story. I was listening to Lights. And one thing he said in a line.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm free.
You see what I'm saying?
Serenity. Got a napkin. I gave you one.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I don't want no napkin. No, man.
But that set me free.
It did.
And the release of the tears just was like somebody was pouring that bottle of water on my face. And my mom just rubbed my back and said, let it out. My brother looked, he done something wrong, but my mom said, let it out. And from then on out, I can cry. And it felt good.
Yeah, it do, bro.
Just releasing them a little bit right there with you felt good.
Yeah, it do, bro, because, you know, people don't ask. I'm telling you. People don't ask about us. And to be honest with you, I don't even think a lot of people, they don't really care, bro. Because what they do is they look at social media and they see that, oh, he happy. He doing interviews. He doing this. He may be flying here. He may be here. Oh, shoot, he living a life. You don't even understand. You don't even understand when I'm going back in this house and I shut them lights off, man. I'm sitting there and I'm trying to figure this out. Because I know it's these kids out here and they dying. They dying, Bones.
Dying before they see time. They can't even see their life in prison as you and I survived.
They dying,
because
Bones.
they don't even make it there.
They don't even understand.
They don't even have a purpose. And we have to continue to pour into them and never give up.
They dying, homie. And that's what's the scary part.
Legacy.
When it's all said and done, I just want them to know that, you know, Will the mentor gave it everything that he had. All the blood, sweat, and tears. He poured it out. He gave everything that he had. And if I did that, I could close my eyes. And I could go ahead and be free.
That was my next question. Like, my next question was, what do you want people to remember you? Rashawn high tower as, but that's the same.
Yeah.
That's the same, bro.
Yeah. I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be. Will gave it his all. He gave it his all. He did everything that he
may
could
watch
possibly
this
do.
one live. Something just happened over there.
Yeah.
This gonna be the last question, and I know you enjoy this one right here. I know you're gonna love this one.
What's that?
If this was the last microphone you ever spoke to, what message would you leave behind?
The message I would definitely leave behind is to the youngest, to the kids, the youth. Yeah. Again, don't grow up too fast. Don't let nothing for 50 seconds get you 50 years. Get better with critical thinking. And know that I love you. And to the parents, listen to your kids. Because they suffering in silence and they crying for help. And check on them more. That's it.
If this conversation helped you, share it. Someone you know may need this message. This is the BonezReality Podcast, and this is Therapy for the Streets. And this is Bones, and this is my brother Wood.
Yeah.
Give me my drop.
Count time. Lights on.
I love you, bro. Thank you.
You too, homie. Oh, man, you done got me to tear up, man.